This year's SAP Now AI Tour Southeast Asia in Singapore created a space for business and technology professionals to connect, exchange ideas, and explore best practice and enterprise use cases. Many technologies and ideas were discussed, but one of the key themes taking center stage at this SAP event is the autonomous enterprise.
The autonomous enterprise touches every industry and every process and companies of every size across of Southeast Asia, whether you're in retail or you're in consumer products or if you're a manufacturer, whether you're in public service or you're in banking or insurance or in telco. The autonomous enterprise supports essentially every process across those organizations for a varying degree of complexity and size.
Building an autonomous enterprise requires AI capabilities, business scale of use AI, data consistency, governance, security, and cloud are also becoming critical parts of the equation of 5 layers to build an autonomous enterprise. The business AI platforms is the critical foundation.
The business AI platform, which becomes sort of like the point of integrity of data consistency, the governance layer that essentially powers the whole application layer. And then the last one is, as many of our customers are asking, they want to move to the cloud faster, they want to move to the cloud at a lower cost, and they want to deploy AI in a more agile way.
With AI becoming more deeply embedded into business operations, governance and responsible development are also key to make enterprise AI work. Unlike consumer AI, enterprise systems must operate within strict requirements around data, regulations, security, and business processes.
And I think this is a key difference between what consumer AI brings to the table and what enterprise AI brings to the table is that in order to make it enterprise ready, you have to make it well governed. You have to make sure that the different regulations and laws are well protected. And then you also have to help all the developers understand that we have a certain responsibility when we develop software with AI capabilities towards our customers to make sure that we safeguard their systems and their business processes as this whole thing evolves.
As enterprise AI continues to evolve, its impact is also being felt in the way people work. Instead of replacing human decision-making, AI agents can take on part of complex workflows, allowing people and AI to work together more efficiently.
It's when the whole workflow that used to go through many different people and teams can now be handled by maybe one assistant or maybe a select few assistants, and everything happens semi-autonomously with human intervention. But it's offloading some of the work that AI can do very well, and then also the AI handing us some work that the humans can handle and make judgments for.
For business, the success of AI ultimately comes down to whether it can deliver value and desired business outcomes. For enterprise application, accuracy, security, and controlled data environments are critical, especially when AI is being used in areas such as manufacturing and core business operations.
In solar business, maybe not everyone here know, but they grow very, 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 very fast. And they usually, when you ramp it up very much quickly than regular traditional manufacturing. So it requires speed, requires standardization, and requires scalability. So in that case, I think upon the governance, the structured data with a clean core approach, therefore we can enable business AI. Without that, we've tried it with other systems. We've tried that with other data ecosystem and stuff. It's actually very difficult still to actually enable agents in AI because the data is actually the core. If you don't have governance data, you don't have safety data, you don't have accurate data, that's actually very difficult for you to do AI.
These principles are already being translated into real-world use cases, from personalized customer experience to software development. Business are looking at AI not only as a new technology, but as a way to improve productivity and reduce repetitive work.
Oke, kalau AI di Paragon tuh sebenarnya kita udah cukup banyak pakai, terutama tuh di area consumer experience. Jadi kalau nanti misalnya visit our website itu ada skin analysis, dan itu tuh macam-macam gitu. Jadi kita udah put AI untuk bisa giving personal experience to our consumers. Tapi di luar itu tuh kita pengen AI itu beneran untuk bisa memastikan produktivitas itu tuh makin naik sih, terutama tuh kalau misalnya kita liatin di IT tuh mulai dari ngoding, kita bisa ngilangin repetitive manual works, sehingga tuh mungkin sesuatu yang bisanya di deliver itu dalam waktu 3 bulan kita bisa majuin itu ke lebih cepat lagi.
AI continue to transform and evolve. With responsible AI, data management, data governance, and game-changing business use cases, we are getting closer to the vision of autonomous enterprise.